She slid the divorce papers across the table like she was offering a gift. Something shiny, cruel, final. I didn't flinch. Her eyes, sharp and gleaming, locked onto mine, daring me to break, to lash out, to give her the satisfaction of a scene. But I remained still. Silent. She needed my reaction to feel victorious. I wouldn't give her that. "I've been with an incredible man for 8 months, she said, smirking like she'd just won a game. I studied her carefully, almost clinically. I memorized the subtle tilt of her chin, the way her voice carried pride and spite at once, the gleam of self-righteousness in her eyes. She looked like a soldier stepping off a battlefield, convinced the war was over. What she didn't realize was that this moment wasn't the end. It was ignition. My pen hovered. I tapped it twice on the table. Once for the years I gave her without question. Twice for the one she stole from me with lies and secrecy. She thought she'd cornered me, thought this neat little exit was her grand finale. But the board had shifted. I'd been redrawing the lines for weeks. She wasn't escaping. She was walking straight into checkmate. We met too young, back when love was reckless and dreams didn't come with price tags. She had fire in her, a kind of wild electricity that drew everyone in. She could light up a room and just as easily set it ablaze for the thrill of the chaos. I was quieter, steady, ambitious. I grounded her, and in return she made me feel like I could fly. That's what I believed. Together we built a life. Not extravagant, just real. A modest home with a creaky porch swing, where our laughter echoed at midnight. Vacations we couldn't afford. Shared dreams whispered between juggling jobs and paying bills. But something shifted. Slowly, cruelly. She stopped laughing at my jokes. Her smile, once radiant, became mechanical. Her phone buzzed constantly, but she guarded it like a secret. Late nights at work. New obsession with the gym. Passwords changed. Kisses shorter. Touches rarer. A man doesn't learn the truth in shouting matches, but in silence. In the way she stopped reaching for my hand. In how we became I. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I watched. Listened. Let the betrayal leak in, quiet and corrosive. And then I found it, the proof that ended the guessing. A hotel receipt in her jacket. Room 314. 2 nights. 2 people. No questions left. I didn't shake. I didn't rage. I detached. That night she kissed my cheek and said I seemed distant. I smiled. Just tired. Inside I was already building something far more potent than anger. I wasn't planning a fight. I was designing closure, layered, devastating, clean. I began with the evidence. Every message. Every photo. Emails recovered from cloud backups. I gathered them like a forensic surgeon. Next I hired a lawyer. Quiet, sharp. He handed me weapons wrapped in legal jargon, and I chose the sharpest blades. I moved our finances silently. Split accounts. Liquidated assets. Transferred funds into private trusts. Bought a second phone. She never noticed. She was too busy glowing, drunk on her affair, volunteering on weekends, working late during the week. I knew the man's name by then. His address. His family. His children. I never told her I knew. Instead I played my part. Made her coffee. Paid bills. Slept beside her. I watched the distance between us stretch into something irreversible, documenting every lie she fed me. Then came the reveal. I invited her parents over. Told her I had something important to share. She looked uneasy. Good. I handed them a thick file. Inside, her betrayal chronicled in brutal detail. Photos. Messages. Dates. Times. Her mother wept. Her father sat stone still as if seeing her for the first time. She screamed at me. Called me a manipulator. A monster. But I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. Then I gave her the ultimatum. You'll sign those papers, I said calmly. Or this goes to his wife. To your boss. To HR. Her face drained of every ounce of arrogance. She didn't know I had a video. But I did. Security footage. Her voice. His face. Her betrayal, undeniable. She signed. 2 weeks later she showed up at the house, hollow-eyed and trembling. I'm sorry, she said. He left me. I didn't say anything at first. I let the silence tell her what I no longer owed her. You planned this, she whispered, more accusation than question. I nodded. Just once. Betrayal is an art, I said. But so is revenge. Then I closed the door. Now I sit alone on that old porch swing. The sun spills across the driveway just the way it used to. I sip my coffee in peace. I don't miss her. I miss the illusion. The love I thought we had. But I buried that illusion the night I unfolded that hotel receipt. She wanted power. Control. She wanted to leave me broken. Instead, I walked away with everything: house, savings, dignity. She walked away with nothing but ashes. And that smirk? It was the last lie she ever told.